how's it going? Welcome. Today it is more D&D, and sorry we're a little bit late. That's actually my fault. I ran a little bit late today, but yeah. It'll be fun. As per usual, in D&D streams, I will not be able to talk to chat the way I normally do because there are other people speaking and I don't want to speak over them. More importantly, I don't want to speak over their streams. I mute myself when I do talk to chat, and therefore, because we all want to hear what the other people are saying, my replies might be late. They might be broken up because I am waiting for lulls in the conversation and so on. There it is. There it is indeed. Hello, Mundle. How's it going? Thank you for the hydrate and also for contributing to the community challenge. I might need to extend the thing on that one, actually. I don't know when I did it last. But anyways, I will join the voice chat now. Okay. I am ready.
They could be good vibrations.
Not that good if they're doing that to you.
I mean, that doesn't sound that good.
I have no context, and I'm not entirely sure if I want context.
My microphone has been getting quieter and quieter and quieter, and now it's quiet again. What the hell?
Hey, good news! Discord is capturing audio.
Yeah, good stuff.
I was about to be. I literally just said, "Let's find out if Discord's capturing audio. If that's the thing that broke, because everything else was working." And then I opened, like, my microphone's just. It's like, oh, but it's working. Good news. Ow.
I just shocked myself somehow. I'm not quite sure what is going on.
Scuff. Static electricity.
Yep,
Well, PD sorts that out.
My microphone's... Oh, Jesus.
I forgot to grab. I have 16 or 41. Oh, that's the slideshow. I got the slideshow selected on a different screen. I see.
Have fun working on the
grab
roof.
some water because I forgot to grab my water.
Be
That's
safe.
what I forgot. That's what I didn't do.
Is that better? Are you sane now, microphone? What the fuck are you doing? I have no idea anymore.
Okay, now I have it.
I'm gonna turn down Discord just a hair so that it's...
Here, let me start yelling for you. Rah!
Yeah, it's always hard balancing Discord on the forefront before everything gets going because everyone's a lot calmer and just talking very chill, and then we get into it and everyone's screaming.
Yep.
Why are you stabbing my horse?
That's one VOD I need to go back and watch.
Yeah. It was very much a that's one of those. That's not. No, why am I trying to screen share? Stop! Why? That's not the button I meant to click. Jesus Christ! Discord, no.
Welcome to the Scuff Scream.
Scuff
I
Scream.
was trying to turn my webcam on. God damn.
Webcam? That's a bit of a high expectation.
That's a bit of an expectation. Look, it's fine. Ever since I got my keyframes sorted out and figured out why that was causing an unstable situation, and set this to be in admin mode and did all this stuff, I can dual webcam just fine. It's fine. It's working out perfectly fine.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Seemed to be a lot better recently.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because I looked up why is it saying my streams unstable? Oh, it's probably your keyframes. What's wrong with my keyframes? It's well, if it's set to default, it sets it to this number that Twitch can't possibly handle. It's God fucking cool. Set it to 2 or whatever the hell they said to set it to. Set it to that, and everything fixed itself. It's I fucking.
It's always the dumbest things.
Yeah, when it's set to default, which is 0, and less keyframes is apparently better. Or Twitch, it like sets it to like 10 or something by default for Twitch, and Twitch can't handle that.
0 is automatic.
Yeah.
So essentially it adjusts the keyframes based off the encoding.
Yeah.
Well, if the encoder gets overloaded, it just forgets to do keyframes.
Just doesn't do keep. Yeah. Well, no. The funny part was like it was like, yeah, no. By default, OBS and Twitch will like it'll give a number that Twitch just can't handle. It doesn't matter how like not overloaded the encoder is. It just doesn't. And it's like, oh, cool, great.
Yep.
It's like your encoder could be completely like not overloaded, having the easiest time of it in the world, and it's still like going fuck you, which is Artstream, right? They're not hard, and it's like telling me it's unstable. My encoder is not overloaded by Clip Studio. My laptop could do Clip
the
Studio.
keyframes are synchronization between the client and the server.
Yeah.
So as long as everything's good, you can live with a high keyframe count.
Yeah.
It's the second something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a while to recover from that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it would freak out with games. Still have to like turn down Baldur's Gate's settings. I can run it at high at like full max if I'm not streaming. Second I start streaming, it's like it's like the computer can handle just Baldur's Gate at ultra high, like max settings. Second OBS is involved. Nope.
No, don't
Nope.
think so.
So it's like, all right. Luckily, just turning down like the clouds and the shadows fixes that. It's like, all right, and you rarely see the clouds, and the shadows being soft isn't that noticeable. So it's like, that's fine. I could probably get away with putting the textures a bit higher. I might try that next time and see if it lets me, because I do turn the textures down a little bit, and it's like, this game does not look nearly as good when you don't have the best texture quality. Oh dear. Yeah. These people's faces are a little funny suddenly.
When you're zoomed out, it's fine.
And when you're zoomed out, it's fine. Then you get a cutscene, and it's like, ooh.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh. Your animations are amazing, but what is wrong with your skin?
But oof.
Oof.
All right. Now that everybody is here,
I need to close this door. This door refuses to fucking stay mostly shut. So I just have to close it fully. That mouse doesn't go in. Sorry.
yep.
Back, sorry.
So, who wants to get that handy dandy inspiration?
I can roll for it. I can certainly do it.
Can't be me.
Oh yeah, you weren't here.
Yeah, Isaac was not here.
Isaac
So
was not
Stephen or Amberly, because Natalie did it last time.
That's the last time. Yeah. I don't know. You have inspiration, Stephen?
All right, hold on. I just got back.
Oh. Stephen wasn't here.
I had to run away for a second. I don't know actually if I have inspiration. Let me check. Let me see. Zell, where you at?
I know I don't, but
I do. I have not used my inspiration.
okay, I'll do it then, because I do not have inspiration. So let's see. To remember where we were, really quick. Sorry, I'm running off of like 2 hours of sleep. Let's go. Accuracy.
Oh,
I'm in character. That man, let's be honest, that man exists on just enough sleep to function. We started with Brooke was still passed out. So at the start of last session, Brooke was still passed out from our previous fight. Era and Nock were in the room. Soul Zell, Shula, and 12-7 were out in the hallway. Shula went down to get food, which was how we got around Isaac not being there. Zell and Soul went to go talk to Mouse about how she was, about going home, it's like it's the parents need to talk to their kid because they only just found out that they have a kid and need to address that situation. Nock and Era, mostly in silence, were waiting for Brooke to come back to. Era was hiding, huddled up in the corner, and I think Nock, after a bit, joined her down in the corner. When Soul and Zella came back, we went into the room with Era, because Mouse wanted to visit with Brooke, so we all went to the room. Joined Era on the floor. We had group floor time again.
Floor time.
It's floor time. We had our colored circles. And while we were all sitting on the floor, there's a bit of talking with Nock about Threyhawk, about trying to, as vaguely as possible, say what Brooke was doing without making Nock feel the need to have to arrest her daughter. Just kind of talking about things and stuff, and then I believe it was the wizard Salvatore showed back up and was like, "Oh, Threyhawk's here." So Zell went with him after he found out, oh, he's already with the Aboleths, and I was like, let's not do that. Went down, got him away from the Aboleth and into his own cell, then came back up. And a little, time passes and Brooke wakes up and doesn't remember any of the fight, or at least doesn't act like she has any memory of the fight. To us, she doesn't seem to have any memory of it. If she's lying, who knows? Tries to walk on her leg, fails to do so, but it seems like it's more because she's not used to having that much use of her leg.
Hard to say.
Hard to say. It's like she can move it. I think she did actually move it, and it doesn't hurt. She can feel things. It's just this was a bum leg kind of before that was really stiff, and suddenly it actually has flexion. This is very strange. Not used to this anymore. So we all talked to her for a little bit, then all left to give Era, Brooke, and Nock some time alone after coaxing Era out of the corner.
Oh,
Era did
yeah.
not want to leave her corner. Coaxed her out of the corner to talk to her family, hey, you should talk to them because this is your family. We came all this way guilt, but you finally have them. Of course they're gonna be happy. It's no one's mad. It's all good. You'll never know if you don't try, sort of deal. And then we all left because it was just this is awkward. We're intruding on a moment. We should leave.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Left. Stopped Salvatore from interrupting the moment for a little while. But eventually he did come up and was like, hey, fuckface is here. We should do something about that. So we all go down to the dungeon. Oh no, we don't all go down. Soul, Era, 12-7, and Brooke go down to the dungeon. Zell, Shula, Mouse, and Nock go outside because Nock obviously doesn't want to know anything. We don't want Mouse to see anything. Zell doesn't want to see Threyhawk because he's pretty sure he's going to try to murder the man or something. And Shula went because Isaac wasn't here. And you're like, here's another way. Okay, here we go. Send Shula over there. This makes sense. She might help distract Nock. So, the interrogation crew goes down, talks to Threyhawk, doesn't get much more than what we already knew. Soul decides, I'm gonna let out the Archdevil. That's a great idea. Lets out Sylvath. Sylvath starts kind of threatening him a little bit. Eventually learns that he's like, I don't think it's worth giving him to the Aboleth to interrogate. I don't think he knows anything. He's probably completely pointless. And then Brooke points out that you can use the Aboleth to transfer memories. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna do that because Sylvath wants revenge. The sword wants revenge. Sylvath did mention that the sword talked to Era at one point. So that is known now. Well,
And
not to
12th
Era.
was there as well. Or just in general.
Yeah, in general mentioned that the sword can talk. That is known now. We go to the Aboleth. Soul still knows what's going on, even though Soul loses control, sends a message to Zell. Hey, we're gonna do this. Oh god, it needs to do something to me to do that. Zell takes off to come back down, leaves Shula behind. Shula does not know where the Aboleth is, so even if she followed Zell down to the dungeon, there's like a stone door. It looked like there was a secret door situation. It's like, oh yeah, she's not gonna get it there, so she has no idea where they went. Because she didn't go down there. The first time. Comes in. By the time Zell gets there, the memories have already been transferred, because to transfer the memories took like a couple minutes, maybe. Threyhawk lives out that situation for 3 hours. So we all learned that whatever awful things took about 3 hours. He passed out after the fact. Brooke looks shaken. Everyone's very shaken. The ones who can be shaken, I suppose. Sylvath seems a bit less put together than he usually is. The Aboleth also learned whatever Sylvath's greatest desire is. I thought on that for a second, and since that was going to be something that was going to be said in game anyway, I will say it now. That desire was for power, but specifically in the sense the power to take revenge and take back whatever he lost. How much of that is influenced by the sword? I don't know. But at the moment, it is a desire for revenge and to reclaim what was lost.
Excellent.
And so now we're up top side. Still Sylvath. I believe there was a little, like, over an hour left on that timer.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just walking out of the compound like this. So that's where we are.
Yeah, no, this is fine.
This is fine.
Everything's fine.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine. Save that. There we go. So everything is fine. Thank you for subscribing. He's silence.
Yes.
This is what.
Sorry.
Meh.
Meh.
Oh, right there.
So yeah, I guess we all walk out.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Silva
Walk out of the...
very much striding ahead of everyone else.
Not quite, remember. He tried to, and then I walked right beside him.
Oh yeah, he's trying to. He's actively continuing to try to like stay a step ahead of you, and it's not happening.
Look at him. I was like, he kind of giggles as he's doing it. I'm like, I'm faster than you think.
What? Say again?
He says, it's a Solvat. I'm faster than you think.
Harris
No,
just
they keep
walking
walking
behind
faster.
them. Harris just walking behind them, like looking from one to the other, just what's going on? She does not get it.
What is happening? What is
Why
going
is this
on?
a thing?
Why is this a thing?
Why is this a thing?
Why is this a thing? Why are they acting so weird? I guess for because they're definitely well within view of Shula, Nock, whatever, all those people over there at this point. For Shula, you've seen Silva twice at this point.
Okay.
Mans doesn't look good. Like, there's a visible difference in you've never seen Silva do the anxious tail movements that Soul does before.
Mhm.
That's happening. Looks a bit peaky. As peaky as he can look when he's still like backlit by his own fucking hair.
Right.
Also, I love the fact that you just walk out.
Oh yeah.
Nock has never seen this.
Oh yeah. full like demon halo, devil halo. It's so strange saying devil and not referring to the devil in random conversation.
Yes.
That's right. I insist on staying by you. Yeah.
For what purpose? What point? What?
Just to be by you?
Pauses and is just staring, like just deep-seated suspicion. Very evident on his face.
He's staring at a face that is just giving him a nice smile then.
He's just staring at his face. Does not alleviate distrust. Does not help.
Yep. It'll be a hard face to read right now. But anyway.
As you're walking out, Nock's gonna hear you talking, turn around.
So
And
pissed as
you know
fuck
what?
for no reason.
You know what?
Oh no.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like, she recognizes there's something going.
Just marches over. Well, this is a change. Sort of side-eyeing over to Aram, just like gesturing, like care to explain.
This is, well, Soul, kind of. Different Soul, but Soul.
Still Soul, just
Soul.
yeah,
Looks different.
Soul.
He's rolling his eyes at the explanations.
So Nock sort of cocks her head at Sylvath, is like, oh, come, you look famished.
Rather not. And he's just gonna continue trying to walk past.
Zal's gonna attempt again to like either grab a hand or hold onto an arm and lead Sylvath.
Immediate glare.
Mm-hmm. Like, come on, just go with everybody for a while. And they are right. We haven't eaten for a bit, so
Why do you feel the need suddenly to touch without express permission?
you're right. I apologize. Kind of used to it more with, well, you, but you know, sure you actually do know.
Perplexed. He just looks perplexed.
Wait, do you not know?
I am aware.
Okay, so why are you surprised?
I am not. I am. I don't need to explain anything to you.
All right, well,
If you're still holding anything, just shake you off and continue walking.
no, when you said that, he would have absolutely like, oh, you're right. You know, I didn't ask you permission specifically, so I apologize.
Watch this whole exchange.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, fun.
Keep walking.
As Sylvath walks up, Era is sitting like ducked down and just slightly whispering, but you probably definitely hear a Solis or two in there because she's just greeting the dog and being like, good boy for waiting and stuff like that.
Good boy.
Just like,
Good dog.
My soul is good boy, soul.
the like more of a reaction of just
How much does Sylvath hate the fact that the dog is named Solus?
by the immediate like just like lip raise that just happened, more than Soul does, definitely.
You know what? I'm gonna make a call here too. Because of Sylvath's nature, he probably can see Soul.
Oh, I can see to the ethereal plane or something. Cool. He's going to here we go. He's going to stare directly at the dog.
Also
Then
looks taller than Sylvath.
I like I said, I think it's because the token's wings are like way up, so I think Tailspire's shrinking a little bit.
Yeah.
In reality, if anything, Sylvath might actually be like an inch taller than Soul. Might. It's a heavy might.
Might's still there.
Always stands straighter.
He stands straight. Soul always looks 5'10" when he's 5'11". Sylvath just stands a lot straighter, so it actually looks the full 5'11".
Oh.
He's going to remove himself from the group after a minute. It's like, no.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, well, when he removes himself from the group, Nock is going to walk over and shove a plate into his hand with a slab of meat and a knife just jabbed into it.
And just kind of looks at her. Second.
You are famished.
Rolls his face again and just does not sit. Alright, you think he's going to sit on the ground right now? No. Doesn't matter that he sat on the ground before. Not doing it now. You are brazen. Considering.
I take that as a compliment. Now eat. You need to keep your strength up.
I will use this I will use this time to answer a question that the whelp decided to glance over. You asked before. You asked earlier if he was an archdevil. He may not see himself as such. I am. So, like I said, quite brazen.
Well, good of you, to be honest. Now, sit, stand, I care not, but you will eat.
Take it. He'll just attempt to start walking away again.
She's going to keep an eye on Sylvath until he takes at least one bite. and she's not hiding this either. She's literally like one eye always on Sylvath until he takes a bite.
Yeah, he's actively attempting to remove himself from the group again. Just nope.
Yo, buddy, being such a baby.
petulant child. Growing more uncomfortable. He's getting watched the whole time. He's like,
More watching now.
mm-hmm.
Sheila, can you explain what happened if that's probably better for you?
I'm confused as to why he's, what the heck happened down there?
I mean, just to put it as simply as possible, they started talking with, God, why am I spelling the name? Starts with a T. Right? Greyhawk, thank you.
The asshole.
The asshole, yeah. Also known as the asshole.
Starts with a T.
Yeah.
And I guess Soul felt more at ease. I can't really say why he transformed, but he did. And then they decided that they were going to go to the Aboleth and use that to get as much information out of Greyhawk as possible. And
would you have heard about the Aboleth actually at this point? Because
yeah, I think it was said in front of. I'm still in GM mode. Let me remove myself from that. There we go.
Oh my.
Okay.
Yeah. The Aboleth was mentioned at one point.
Okay.
But yeah. So we went down there, and that's when I ran away because Soul, not Silva, the other one, let me know that they were going to do that, and it required something to happen to Soul. So I guess they essentially transferred a lot of Soul's, let's say, pain, and now Greyhawk is living that because he's probably still screaming, and it's been a few hours? Oh no, he was screaming for a few hours, and then he passed out.
Yeah, it ended and he passed out.
Obviously I don't know how long he's going to be like this for, but
How did Brooke come out with us? Because I remember she looked real fucking pale about the whole thing too.
Brooke will come out about 5 minutes after you walk out because she had to see to something.
Yeah.
Really leaning heavily on the walking stick as she hobbles over.
Mm.
But yeah, he's being very distant right now, though. More than I would have expected for him. I don't think he liked even what happened to himself there.
Right.
Rook walks over, she's going to say to Zell. Boy, it affected him as well, didn't it?
It seems so, yeah.
How long does this last?
So it's never really a set amount of time. He'll go back to being his normal self. Well, yeah, I guess you could say it's normal self in a way. It's just takes some time.
This is also
Like they're
normal.
they're normal in a word. Both for normal, just normal as you know.
It's all just accepted that this is also normal at this point.
She's gonna cock her head and be like, "So, is he going to remember what happened?"
That's also hard to say. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't.
Well,
How
judging by what happened down there, you might want to be there when he does come back.
it's
Just in case.
It's what I'm trying to do, but he also has definitely pushed me away a few times there. He wants some space, so just gonna keep an eye on him for when I need to.
Nock brings over a half of a loaf of bread for each person.
Thank you.
I don't want to know what happened down there, but please take care of yourselves before something bad happens out here.
An entity of the fucking hell of like an entity designed to punish those in hell just walked out the damn door. I don't want to know what you did down there.
Yep.
Like it wasn't good. And it was outside of my look. The second an archdevil's involved, like an actual devil's involved, that's beyond my jurisdiction. That is now the jurisdiction of the powers that be.
Yep. The crown does not interfere with the order of deities.
Where's 12-7 anyways?
I think he came marching down as well. Because yeah, I think you're in control of the bot at the moment.
I don't have control of the token.
Well,
I have no idea where he is.
Let me give you the bot.
Give you the bot.
There.
The bot's gonna go barge into the room. Hello, asshole! Time for round 2.
Let's go.
Clang.
Clang. Clang, bang, bang.
Bloop. And you are passed the fuck out. Doop. And doop. You're going to be leaning against the wall there. You're going to be in there keeping an eye. The door is fucking closed. There you go. There. Much better.
Much better.
Nock will bring over like a fork with just like a piece of bread on it and hold it out to 12-7 and be like, I don't know if you eat, but I brought you both of what I figured would be consumed by you.
No, thank you. But I appreciate that.
12-7 now has Sheila's accent.
I have a hard time.
That's fair. It's fair.
I don't really know where to begin with that.
Just do your version of deadpan. It'll probably be close enough.
D20 go.
Where'd the D20 go? Oh no, why are you rolling a d20?
Why not roll a d20?
Why not?
Always roll.
Always roll. Like, no one knows what to do in this situation. It's like, what do we do now?
And she was just kind of like munching on her food with a contemplative look on her face at the moment.
Okay,
Really being
well,
super vocal about anything.
for now, I'm just going to move over here and kind of see if I can get Mouse to come with me. Like, come on, Mouse, just wait here a little while.
Like, obviously, they're not on the map, but are there any kind of, like, blinds or anything on those windows? In the, barrack?
I mean, there's shutters.
Yeah, okay. If it is possible to close them from the inside, they would have been closed. If not, a mage hand was sent out at some point to close the fucking window.
You just see the shutters outside just slam.
Yeah. The door might have also slammed.
Concerning. We'll be over there just in case. Won't go inside yet, but I will just be by the door for now.
I noticed there were windows, like, oh wait. He would not leave those open. It was possible.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
How is everybody going to spend the hour then? Well, we wait for Sylvath to change back.
He's not coming out there.
Okay. Well,
Unless someone pulls him out, he's not coming out of there.
I don't have to go in there to have a conversation though. Hey, telepathy. Actually, I'm gonna try to reach out to Soul since he reached out to me, not Silva, if possible.
Okay.
All right.
Just gonna kind of be like, hey, how are you holding up in there?
They both hear, by the way.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
To be honest, I don't think you get much of a response from Soul. I feel like it's the equivalent of, like, mental static. It's not great, obviously. And Silva immediately shouts back, "Get out of my head."
All right. He won't say anything. He'll just stop. I got nothing to do except for be worried. He's not trying to push boundaries.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
The question is someone going to push the boundary? Is anyone else gonna allow him to be a child in the corner?
Knock already pushed the boundary as far as she was willing to.
Yeah.
I will be listening. I don't know if there's any sounds you'll hear from there because it's going to be right by the door.
Let's see. Contemplating. I'll be honest, the closer you get to that building, the more it sounds like shit's being thrown around the room.
Wait. like 5-10 minutes, see if it slows down at all. If it doesn't,
No.
then he's just gonna go in.
No, not really. Like, there'll be a pause. And it's like there'll be a pause, and then you'll hear more things being shifted around. Like, sometimes it's not throwing, sometimes it just sounds like things are being shifted around.
Mm-hmm.
And something like a noise of aggravation, and then the shifting turns to more throwing.
Okay. All right. That's
Probably
Probably.
feel mouse rub up against him at some point.
yeah. I was gonna say he pats Mouse on the head and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna wish me luck."
There's an angry archdevil in that room.
He's just gonna just kind of like bop himself in the chest and give himself guidance and be like, I don't think it's gonna work at all, but you know what? I think I need my own self. Good luck.
I need Fox's cunning, I need Owl's wisdom, I need all of it.
And he's going to open the door.
So the cots have definitely been so tables definitely been overturned. Cots are definitely moved around quite a bit.
Yeah.
You do not see Sylvath at first. And you realize he's behind a piece of overturned furniture, either the table or cot or something. And he's not glowing.
Gonna close the door quietly. And
Any noise you were hearing immediately stops as soon as you open the door, by the way.
yeah, I have a feeling.
Doesn't say anything, just silence.
Just gonna kind of walk over to the area that Sylvath is by, but not actually go near or touch Sylvath at all. Just gonna good.
But yeah, like I said, he's like behind something, so I'm assuming you.
Yeah, I got you.
Look.
He'll just keep his distance and just find something to sit down on. Just probably pick up a stool, just set it down. And I'll be like, I'm not gonna try and imagine that what you're going through. Somebody else is doing that right now. But I am here. Whether you need it or not, I'm here to try and help you. But I have a feeling that you need and don't need it at the same time.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Has he moved it all to be in visual range?
Oh, yeah, he's like right. Like if there's a table between them, he's basically just on the other side of the table.
Yeah. I suppose more it's like, is he like looking over or anyway?
Yeah, he would have looked over before he sat down, at least to take a look, make sure he's not like hurt. You know, don't hurt yourself.
He's not hurt, but and yeah, it seems probably possible considering Soul goes all on fire, but he has actual hair. That same thing was probably true here, but without the fire actually being lit and the veins glowing and things like that, like the usual amount of which you probably what might be seen by some as intimidating bravado.
He's not putting on the show.
He's not putting on a show right now. He can't keep the show up right now. The hair's long and almost stringy. Like if it wasn't for the fact that it's clean, because Soul keeps himself, it's clean, it's not filthy, but it almost looks matted. and everything about his features seems a bit more sunken, a bit more gaunt when it's not being lit up.
Colin.
That's the man that spent however long in a cage.
Yeah. I'm not.
He's just kind of staring at you with that sort of unmoving, fixed stare of like a feral cat that like is ready to bolt.
Can only do so much to help you, and you have to let me help you as well. But I said I'm here. Try to move just a little bit closer, just keeping some distance, gauge reaction. But I do that. I do want to help, and I know you're going through a hard time having to relive something painful.
What are you after?
I don't want anything. I just want to help you. Hopefully make you feel at least a little bit better. Just help you work through, well, everything.
Why? I'm not your little...
No, in a way you're not, and in a way you are. I want to give you the space that you deserve, but at the same time, I don't want to leave you alone when you're really not in a good place. I don't want anything.
I am son of Mephistopheles. I need no assistance from mortals.
But
Well, lucky for
technically-
you.
Lucky for you. Or nosy princelings.
well, I can understand why you don't want help, but you're being offered it regardless. It's not easy facing things that you don't want to. That I do understand. It's a little bit easier when you're not alone. Moves a little bit closer.
Sort of reflexively sort of flinches away slightly, but doesn't actually move away, just continues, fixes you with the suspicious face again.
Not saying you have to trust me or anything. I guarantee you I will do nothing to harm you. But if you don't trust that, I do understand it just the
I
same.
could tear you apart with my little finger.
Probably could. That's still not going to stop me from wanting to help you. He's slightly closer.
It's just suspicious, faintly confused. Doesn't move. It's just kind of watching.
It's close enough to where he could grab him, but doesn't actually do anything. Like I said, I'm just here to help.
What do you get out? What point?
Point to make those around me a little bit better, happier, to help those that sometimes can't help themselves. And yes, everyone has that ability. They can't do anything for themselves. And that's okay. And if he doesn't move back or anything, he's going to try to bring him into a gentle hug.
Come on, freezes. He's just like. You just kind of. If you could see his face, it's the 404 Silvath.exe has stopped working. Does not know.
Is there a dial-up sound
Is there?
option on Discord?
There should be. We need to have that. Why is that not a sound effect?
Yeah.
Murder.
Yeah.
Apologies. The caller you have reached is not available.
Assuming he doesn't like throw Zell away. Good lord. No, not quite.
That.
Assuming he doesn't just like chuck Zell to the side or anything like that, he's just gonna kind of hold on to him for a little while and just try to give him some bit of comfort.
The conflict. Not that you see the look of conflict on this man's face right now. In my head. The absolute conflicted look. the warring sides of this man's brain at this moment. Which is resulting in complete and total inaction. But aside from the occasional like tail twitch.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm just gonna try to be with him. That's it. Just comfort.
His comfort. Is Shula gonna walk in the room? I see her out there. Or is she just vibing? What is she doing?
Shula's kind of thinking at the moment.
Fair enough.
We'll address that in a minute.
Yeah. We'll say as there it is! It's almost like I'm getting that dial-up noise.
Mm-hmm.
The phone on the hook. Just... This man is all big and bad up until, right? Like, all big and bad until like there's an emotional problem he doesn't know what to do about. Jesus Christ, Isaac.
All right, too much.
I'll remove that one.
Yeah. No, leave that.
Leave
Just
it.
rename it.
Jesus. If nothing else happens as the hour starts probably drawing to a close there, he will pipe up and say, he will pipe up like, do not get used to such weakness. But I apologize. State he is going to be.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for when he's here. For now, I'm worried about you. You're not letting go, by the way, unless he pulls away.
And he has not remotely returned the hug. He has just sat there, like, very stiffly allowing it to happen. Which is something.
Yeah, no, I'll take the wins when I can get them.
Exactly. Like he's like a fucking feral cat.
Feral cat. Shh. Go to sleep, feral cat. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
We'll push the limit, start like patting his head.
That one he does like duck and like look at you and like have a look at the hand like what the...
It's just relax.
Not tenders.
It's just a comfort thing. That's all. May not be used to it, but I guarantee you it's not bad.
Anybody that's outside, Brooke will hobble over to the stone and sit on it cross-legged, pull out a deck of cards and starts like shuffling and dealing out like a game of solitaire or something like that.
Well, I'm chilling here for a minute. That's what she said.
Yep. They went in there and closed the door. This is going to take a while.
This is gonna take a while. Who knows where it's going? Look, I'm not gonna look. That's what Brooke said. Like, I'm just gonna.
Hey, y'all feel free to do other stuff.
They're a little bit longer. Shula's going to kind of like lightly knock on the door and slowly open it.
The immediate jolt. Alert! Danger!
Okay, it's just Shula. I can tell.
Just wanted to check on you guys. Make sure, you know, things were totally ruined in here. Oh man, that's a mess.
Shula sees a sight!
Yeah.
Okay.
The second Shula walks in is probably when Silvas actually attempts to shake Zoa.
Okay. The moment that he does, he'll let go.
What? Say again, Isaac? Why are you so quiet?
You're actually letting him hug you. That's adorable.
Oh, Jesus.
Shula.
I'm sorry. It's still really cute. I'm sorry that I ruined the moment.
Shula, not a great time. Go be a gremlin outside.
Just real quick, one quick thing. Silvath, I'm sorry for punching you in the face.
What?
This is the first time I've seen you since the last time I punched you. And, I've been thinking about it. I should apologize for
Oh
that.
shit, Shula's apologizing for something. God damn!
I'm sorry for punching you.
Well, it's a day, isn't it?
He just looks more confused. It's like the suspicion has left for a moment because he's just so goddamn bewildered. Have I come into Bizarro world?
Big turn from when he ripped out the heart of the robot.
A little bit.
Gotta remember, Shula wasn't technically there for that, so...
Shula was not there for that. Looks. What? are you planning?
Amberly, you gotta speak up.
What are you planning?
To not be your enemy.
You know,
That mortal speaks sense. For the first time.
Technically, maybe not mortal. I don't actually know. That's semantics.
we got to get air on this possible immortal train.
Sheila just keeps getting reborn, though. She dies and then comes back and then dies.
It's
and comes
the
back.
same soul, just not
Yeah.
the same living experience.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, technically, yeah, technically an immortal and a light too. Oh, yeah. No, we're not. I can speak with
Wildly
some
tries.
certainty that none of us are really here to get against you. You know that, right?
Mm.
I mean, 12-7 can't really help his programming, but yeah. I don't even think he wants to fight you.
Doing so is foolish.
So I've heard.
So I saw, yes.
But, yeah, just wanted to say that you guys can go back to doing your thing. Don't do anything too crazy. We all have to sleep in here.
Shula, Gremlin, go.
Shula's already walked out the door and is closing it behind him when they say that.
She was immediately gonna go walk away. Guys! Oh my god! He was letting him hug him!
Actually, Shula's going to go over to Mouse and be like, hey, you should go inside.
Thank you, Rach, for the
You
hydrate.
fucking rude ass.
You rude ass motherfucker!
After you close the door, Shula, like, I don't know if you're going to pay attention, but Mouse is literally going to
Fuck.
Yeah.
climb up over the cot that's overturned. Like, literally just, like, absolute silence. Just flip, flip. And you just see two paws over the cot that's overturned that you two are sitting behind. And the face come up over top of it.
Yes.
House?
Madre?
Oh, Mouse.
Do I appear to have breasts?
Wait,
Oh wait, no, I can't say that. Fuck. I hate that I know some Spanish. Well, I mean, at this point, it's probably been
I
told
would
to
say
him
at
what
this
that
point,
means.
yeah, I would say at this point, if it's just that, like, she's said it enough to Soul that I would think Sylvoth would know what that means.
At some point,
Is this
Zell
Madre?
told him. At some point, Zell told him, it's like, yeah, madre means mother. I'm pretty sure you know what mama means.
¿Estás bien, madre?
Stares at Zell.
People translate. What'd you say, Petey?
Sounded like,
Are you
are
okay,
you okay,
mother?
Mom? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I knew that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, she's asking if you're okay. She's worried about you as well.
As I said, am a son of the Lord Mephistopheles, son. I am fine. There is no need for mortal concern. Or immortal. I am operating just as I should be. The aboleth simply set back temporary fluctuation in power. I will be fine.
Mouse is
I know you,
gonna, cock her head.
I don't understand
after-
any of it.
After a moment, when Silva finishes speaking, she's going to slowly start just flowing over this cot and curling up next to Silva.
Just, yeah, next to on top
lay
of.
the head. Yep. Just lay a head on top of him and paw across over onto Zell.
you know, it is just as easy to accept what is happening as it is to fight it, right?
I am fighting nothing.
Hmm. I'm sure you're not, but that's okay.
No, you're not. He's fine. You're okay. And then, but eventually that's gonna fade into. I don't know what. I can never decide what exactly happens when it. I almost feel like it kind of like it's like deactivating. Like it droops for a second. You know, when if you're really really tired and you kind of nod off for a split second.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of that situation where he suddenly kind of relaxes a lot more.
I know exactly what that's supposed to be. Hold on. I think I can find that too.
We don't need a sound effect for everything, goddammit.
No, but that's the Windows XP power down.
I know what you're saying. He's like, no, I need to liven this up here. And she'll shift back. And after a couple moments, start stirring again. And almost immediately starts hyperventilating.
Yeah, go directly into the, like, hands on sides of arms, be like, it's okay, just breathe. I understand. I do. Just, you are safe here. I swear, you are safe here. No, I know. Just take your time.
They didn't. Oh, what did I do?
The only thing you did was protect yourself. God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
It's so loud.
Very comfy.
So loud. I turned those down a while back, and I'm glad that I did. I found the volume control for those a while back, and I think halved it. I'm so glad I did.
I also made a better dial-up one, just so you know for later.
Just in case you need a better dial-up fucking sound effect. God damn it. No,
Crisp.
He looks like he's gonna be sick. It's like my hands and no,
It's okay.
I ripped them apart.
Body took over on instinct to protect itself from what they did to you. To focus on the fact that you were protecting yourself. I understand it is still terrible in its own way, but
He's like, wait a second. You know? What?
yeah. I know what they did to you in that room, but I don't know all the details. I just know that with what they would have done to you in there, that I understand why you would have protected yourself.
Yeah. No, she told you the people who went in came out in chunks.
Yeah, I know. I'm just glancing over details.
Yeah, fair enough. You know, and you don't. You're not. How?
How? What do you mean? How?
How are you? Okay.
I'm okay because there's a need for that. And I have to understand in order for that to work. And I understand. I won't say I do 100%, but I do get it.
He is, by the way, like, his other hand, the one that he was using to gesture with, is definitely curled itself. I'm trying to think, like, how big is Mouse? Because it's like, nope, you're not big enough, you're not small enough where he would have, like, tugged, like, where he would have, like, drawn her entirely in for hug. She's, like, a little too big for that now.
Imagine the size and density of a pit bull.
Yeah.
Longer.
Yeah. Like, arm is sort of cradled around her big old head, is kind of rubbing and gently squishing at big ear. Like, trying
the
to
vibration that is coming from this cat right now.
Jackhammer. She can purr, which means she cannot roar. Big cat logic.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard jaguars? They don't need to roar.
No.
No, they do not.
Jaguars also purr. I know cheetahs purr.
Mm-hmm. Big ass cats.
They are. And they make the funniest noise too. They don't even like meow. They don't meow. They like make this weird like squawky chirp noise. Yeah, it's bizarre. Anyway, it's like how after what happened, I sort of checked out. How long have I been him?
I think it was around like 3.5, 4-ish hours. It's not that long. Most of it was just spent down there.
Where are the others?
They're outside eating. Gestures to the plate that's probably been thrown up against the floor at some point.
It's actually on the other table, which remained unturned.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like, they're eating outside. Yeah, like they're outside eating. And there's also some for you if you feel so inclined.
Have you eaten yet?
I had a bite before I came in here. Yeah, just a little bit of bread.
You should go. You should go eat.
I hope you're not trying to shoo me away after I worked so hard to get into this room with you.
Like, you're not self-isolating, bitch. I know your game. How dare you?
I was born 3 years ago, not yesterday.
Yeah, that's about the right size too.
I will. If I come out, you will eat.
I'll eat with you if you'd like, but I'll eat. That's fine. It's just, I don't want you to be alone.
Fine. And he starts trying to get up. Attempting to get up. Depending if Mouse lets him up.
Oh yeah, like he makes the motions to get up. Mouse will extract herself from his lap.
Sort of makes his way over to the door. Doesn't grab the plate of food that was left, but does make his way over to the door and to open the door. I mean, the ferret is still in here. Excellent. Sort of nervously opens it, knowing, like, he sees the state of the room. He's like, "Oh God, I've done things to this room. What else did I do?" While I was.
How about you just go sit with Era Chula for now, and I'll beat you there in a second.
It looks back like, "Excuse me."
Don't worry, I'll be right here. Door will be open. I won't go anywhere.
Kind of starts slinking his way over to the rest of the group. it's all the grace and mannerism of a dog that thinks it's done something bad.
Yeah. After Soul takes a good amount of steps away, he's gonna go back in the room and clean it up, so he doesn't have to worry about it later.
Prestidigitate the.
Yeah, mend anything that's been broken and go around cleaning it up for a couple minutes before he heads back outside.
Sort of avoiding everyone's looks, like, "I'm not. Let's go head down. Like, I'm not looking. I can't. No."
when Brooke notices that Soul's walking out, like he gets like 3/4 of the way across the courtyard before Brooke notices him and calls out, "Hey, pretty boy, would you like to play a game of strip poker?"
Fucking Christ! Oh my God! Immediate, like, just deer in the headlights face. Here's the best part. Doesn't have the temp HP. He's probably way more aware of the comings on now. Sure. Also,
She's gonna pat the rock right in front of her.
Also, sure. Yes, this is a great idea for him to do right now.
Oh man. gonna wait a good minute, and then I'm actually gonna come out, see this disaster.
I'm just gonna scramble up onto the rock. She's not playing strip poker with her mom. Good God. Where's that Era up there? Wait. No, that's her mom. Era's behind. Has anyone else been invited to the game of disaster? Shula's already up there. Shula wants any opportunity. Are you kidding me? I will show off these abs. I work right on this body.
When you start walking towards the rock, you see a moment of panic from Brooke. She's like, I didn't think that would work.
Soul's ability to say no under times of stress is non-existent.
Era plays, and every time she loses, she just takes another dagger out and puts it down.
Soul's still wearing his armor, right? He's got a few things. He's got the jacket and the armor. Oh, you know what? I didn't roll my luck roll, so we can use that to determine how fucked this went immediately while Zell was in there cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cocked because I threw it into the pile of dice. Good job, me. How did I manage that? So I'm like a 19. He's actually doing pretty good.
That's okay. She rolled a 3.
Doing very badly. Isaac, would you join in strip poker?
Yes.
We were correct. Join us on the rock.
Sorry, I was doing some Googling. Jaguars can't purr, but they do make a sound similar to purring.
This one purrs. She is only semi. Her physicality is based on a jaguar, not necessarily her vocalizations. Is Era joining the strip poker?
Give me a second. If she's asked, yeah, she'll join.
Yes.
What is wrong with you people?
I imagine Shula just grabs Era's arm, just dragging her along.
Era does not know what strip poker is.
Play a game. Time to
She's
take off
just-
all Soul's clothes.
Embarrass this man immediately. Let's go. Here's the thing: they keep playing until they get him to the point where his shirt's off. That's the goal. How
with these rolls, though, how did everybody else roll? Because with these rolls, Brooke's gonna be in her underwear before that even comes close.
I'm just rolling a d20 right.
Yeah. I just use my luck roll.
18.
Saul's gonna get up and be like,
18.
It's just straight.
Yeah.
13.
He's also gonna get there when Brooke's pulling off the vest. It's what the hell is going? Everybody else is. Well, wait. First, what did Era roll?
18.
Okay, so yeah, Brooke's the only one that just constantly losing at this. Gets out there, she's taking off her vest. Everybody else is fully clothed. What?
Saul's gonna just kind of fly up and be like, what?
And Era's looking increasingly confused because she's still she doesn't understand why Brooke keeps
Taking clothes off.
yes.
Honestly, it wasn't a nat 20, so he's also definitely lost a couple rounds. We can definitely say he's probably got a jacket off and some armor is coming off. But considering the amount of shit this man is wearing, he's not remotely as undressed as Brooke is by comparison yet.
She's mumbling
How many layers are
"Y'all are a lot better." Y'all are a lot better at this than my crew is.
Both that and how many layers are you people fucking wearing? What the hell?
I just realized Era had been taught to cheat at poker. She's probably doing that.
And the funny part was when Soul rolled shooting at poker, he like nat 20'd it too. So we learned that Soul can also cheat at poker.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
They invited me to play a game.
Yeah. Thing is, if that's what you want to do right now, that's fine.
Just blinks.
Wait a second. Hold on. Where's my dice?
Where's my time? Where's my time?
I don't want this to be a passive thing. I want it to be an active thing.
I'm just gonna see how long it takes me to roll.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Oh, wasn't that one? So it takes a good few rounds.
27 on my yeah. So wait, no, insight's a lot lower. It's still well in the 20s though. Yeah, no, that's still like 23. Sue's gonna kind of grab onto Soul's arm and be like, you know you don't have to, right?
I stares at him for a moment. It sort of shrugs.
Just a minute. Do you want to go sit away for a moment?
I thought.
I wanted you to sit with everybody.
Give Zell a look.
Oh, he'll give her a look right back.
That's.
Try me, bitch.
Stop flirting with my men.
Like, I wanted you to sit with everybody, but if you don't want to do this specifically, you don't have to.
Kind of looks between Zell and Brooke.
Sorry.
I'm okay.
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 She's gonna pat Soul's leg and be like, "It's okay, dearie. Don't worry."
Stab this bitch.
I'm gonna fucking kind of looks at Brooke. I'm going to assume they've continued playing while this discussion's happening.
If you're not stopping, I mean, he told you don't have to, but he's not going to force you.
Yeah, if hands are still being played, he's like talking and while he's continuing to do things. He gets to the point where he actually like was like, well, suppose that's the breastplate off then. We'll take that off. And then sort of just like, just look at Brooke. Whatever you're attempting, it's not wise. If sort of take the second sort of
she's gonna hold up one talent hand and say, "No idiot, dearie, but girl's got to be able to have just a little bit of fun. Now, should I dole her boyfriend in or not?"
This is how we're doing things. You better give me the cards because I'll win this. I'll get you out of here.
I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm in, bitch.
Oh, wait.
Like,
I need to roll one dice real quick because this will be more fun.
it's more fun.
Give me a die.
It's fucking cold as shit out here.
That's woe for the day, bitches.
Hey, bitches, let's go. He's like, all right, your winning streak's over, motherfucker. we're playing the we're getting you shirtless game. We're playing the we're getting you shirtless game.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Would you like me to roll?
Fuck it. Fucking roll these, bitch. Let's go.
This dice takes a long time to roll sometimes.
No, your spinny dice.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 16 for me.
Oh shit.
That thing was circumventing between 9 and 16 for a while.
So like, let's see, what do I want? 9 or 16? What do we want? 16. But he will look at Brooke, cock his head. I understand that. Because he's sitting there going like, all right, you realize I have a boyfriend. That stops no one. People have all kinds of partners in this world. Again, it is a poor idea. I would ask Sal if he is okay with demonstrating why. Perhaps that might not be ideal. He sort of looks at, kind of like casts a glance at Sal about. Like, I'm not gonna assume shit.
Isn't this all a big bag of bad ideas from time to time here?
Yeah. It's like we could show her right now why her continuing to flirt with me is a bad idea.
I mean, that's... maybe we could. Not a... No, now's not the right time for that. But just know that for you, definitely not a good idea.
For you, definitely not a good idea.
Definitely not a lot of emphasis on that one.
It's a bad idea for you.
She's gonna look at Zell and be like, "Why, are you afraid of a little competition?"
I mean, I don't have any competition, so...
Oh shit.
Wow.
Oh shit. So we're just gonna if drinks were served during this poker game, Soul is gonna take a nice sip of that, just not say anything.
She nat 20s her performance roll as she acts pained. Oh.
Mockingly pained. We're just gonna I'm gonna stay out of this now. Oh look, I lost this hand.
No, you didn't. I saw the ace.
He's like, I'm gonna provide a distraction. Look.
That was great. Anyway, force me to do this. I'll do it.
Force me to do it. I'll force you to what?
That is for future us to find out.
Stare future stuff. Don't say things like that. Force. I wouldn't force you to do anything. Force what?
I want to give you your time before we do something like you said earlier. But I don't know. You gotta play your hands when you get them sometimes.
Almost like what? he's just confused.
Yeah, it's okay.
What is happening? I'm just playing a game. I thought it was.
You were being constantly flirted with by somebody. Stairs.
she gives a very unabashed look back.
Has it been? Oh. I'll be honest, when the only word I can think for it is urge, and I don't like that word. Is there? I don't notice very much. I'm gonna be honest.
I get that.
Right now, it's sort of a few different strings pulling in a few different directions. If that makes any sense.
Okay, no, I think I understand.
He's gonna ignore the fact that one of them is definitely coming from Nock. he's choosing to ignore that one real hard.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was that bad.
It's
Here,
not,
and
no,
then he
it's
just
really
goes
not.
into a kiss.
Oh, God. It's just like it's not bad. Like, he hasn't been like touching his chest or anything or looking pain. It's just like, I'm aware of it.
Yeah, well, you invited this, so there you go.
There we go. Yay! How much damage did you take from that fight previously before you got?
Oh no, I'm pretty fucking good. I took like a couple points of damage.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna kill you, am I? On accident?
No, I'm at. No, we've healed up since then.
Well, we didn't long rest.
No, but I did a lot of healing spells and
That's
such.
true. That's true. Alright.
I'm good. I'm at 73 right now.
Oh, I definitely failed the will save, so con save.
Yeah, now I got to do mine, right?
Yeah, con save. There. Hey,
Don't worry,
they're all gonna,
my
they're all
con's
gonna know.
only a plus
They're all gonna know now.
2 to con. Come on, little spitty fuck.
Fuck it, right?
I rolled a 13, so with a plus 2, that's a 15.
That's 50. All right, you succeed. Half damage.
Hey, that's for once. I think I've failed almost every other one.
All right, we're just gonna grab the 5d10s. That's all d10s, right? No d100s. Yes. This is the second time everyone else is privy to this. Yay! I need my calculator. Plus 5. 3 plus. What's the bonus? The bonus is 5. 34. No, not 34. You
30?
take half. 34 divided into 17.
17.
Significantly better. Yeah, so... yeah! Draining Kiss does that whole thing. So... It's like, this is... And once over, he like kind of pulls back and sort of, manages to yank himself back. It's like I said, poor idea. Only reason he can survive that. He's like trying to act like nothing's happened. The only reason he can survive that is, because kind of gestures to him and the fact that he's definitely revealed as a fairy.
Yeah, wings are
Sort
still
of.
out.
Yeah, sort of, kind of immortal.
she chuckles and says, "Now, is that a theory, or have you tested it?"
Been tested.
It's been tested. Not by me, but it was tested.
She shrugs.
So, be wary of that game you're playing.
She chuckles and says, "Doesn't look that bad."
I have nearly killed him once.
I mean, what's the fun if there isn't a little danger?
So it's like,
Pushing it, Brooke. I will stop you.
I will stop you. And
she gives the Kenku version of a pout to Zell. Oh, come now.
Out all you. I could say the same to you.
you can try, bitch. This thing looks over it.
She's gonna look to Zell and just be like waggle a talon to him. Could you join me for a moment?
It's like,
Narrow eyes.
I'm just gonna look over at Shula and Aaron, like, how are you guys? Like, what are they doing?
Sure, I will join her.
she's gonna take Zell by the arm, like loop her arm around Zell's arm and sort of skip off maybe 10-20 feet away from the rock before she turns her beak and sort of a quiet whisper says, "Do you not notice that boy needs as much distraction as he can get right now?"
Oh, I know, and I know exactly what you're doing.
Okay, good. Then you're okay playing along.
I mean, haven't I been?
How about
She nods. I wasn't quite sure, so I just had to, check.
Oh, no, I get it. But, if you actually do try anything in reality, we will have words, but I do understand what you're doing right now.
if you touch my man's ass, I will throw hands.
She sort of lets out a little giggle, and the bird pecking on the side of his cheek, and takes his arm again and hops back towards the rock.
Yeah, as he gets back to the rock, he's gonna look a little like his cheeks puffed out, like he's just a little pouty about it.
What is Zell's performance score?
Oh, performance? I mean, that's charisma based, so it's not great.
Great.
But I'll roll it. It's a 0, so it's just whatever's on the die. Let's see.
Yeah. The best part is technically Soul's got a higher performance score than Zell does with a -2 charisma.
I rolled a 17. So it's just a 17.
Not bad.
So not terrible.
No. Soul is at this point has turned his attention to Chula and Era. While they're gone, it's just like it's kind of like, sorry, that was just felt like that needed to be addressed before something happened.
Era is nodding as if but she looks thoroughly confused. As
I don't know what the
per usual.
Just sort of looks at Shula. Where is Shula at this point? Isaac?
Shula is muted.
Shula's muted.
Oh, hi! I was eating pretzels because I was hungry and I stayed muted. Sorry.
Talking this whole
Pretzel's
time.
delicious.
Fuck.
Understood.
I was hungry.
Shula doing throughout this whole debacle?
Shula is enjoying observing and just taking in the fact that one, that Brooke is being called out, and two, that an actual conversation is being had about those two, about their relationship and where they stand with each other.
Yeah, only because Zell looked visibly uncomfortable. He's like, nope, I need to address this now. I need to address this now. He's uncomfortable.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks. You do care. So how
Tussie, hi.
how long do we
Happy
want
birthday.
to stay in this area? Is, I suppose, the question before getting on the road back home.
Also, you bugs.
Not very long, I would imagine.
Wasn't sure if there was anything else we still wanted to do, or if there were reasons we would be needed to stay, I suppose. Not to say that, oh, we found you, now let's rush off, that sort of thing. It's just,
Hope you got some good rest.
It's been a while since we were home.
No.
so for some longer than others.
Yeah. Oh. That's a good question, actually, for, I guess, all three of you, technically? Looking over at Era, Brooke, and Nock, like, what do you all want to do now? I mean, I know you're probably going to continue doing what you normally do in a sense, but you kind of found each other again, right?
Nox says, Go ahead.
Era just looks over at Nock and Brooke.
Era defers to the group.
Hera defers to her mother.
The thing is, like, Era is, like, she knows what she's doing. Like, she still has stuff to work out, but she doesn't necessarily know what they're gonna do, so.
What are Brooke and Nox?
Nox says, you've brought to my attention something that the crown needs to adjust, so I will probably depart in the morning to get that underway.
If you were worrying, if you were concerned about it, he is okay. He is, if anything, physically he's better. Physically, he's better than when we got him. He can see again, so that's good. He just
She looks at you, absolutely confused. I'm talking about Redwater. What are you talking about?
Nothing?
Well, I just said since you were
not Redwater. God damn it,
Woodridge.
Woodridge. I'm talking about Woodridge. What are you talking about?
Well, I was just saying, since the last time we spoke before was a semi about Greyhawk, I was just saying I upheld what I was saying. You, if there was still a worry in the back of your head, he's physically fine. He will be returned. And the only thing is now he knows more of what he did, and in pretty great detail.
Physically fine. You have no idea what mental state the man is in, but that's okay. We don't care.
We don't look. Soul's not gonna think about it too
Semantics.
hard. Semantics.
Semantics.
We promised he wouldn't come to any physical harm. Soul was like didn't realize that, look. he went through that and he's fine.
Yeah, that's also another word for that, isn't it?
He's fine. If he believes he's fine, then he doesn't have to feel too guilty about it, right? Right. Right. It's fine.
Brooke's just gonna be like, yeah, that's how it works, yep.
But anyway, yes, Brooke, what were you planning to do?
She shrugs. Says, I guess I will continue looking for the source of the corruption.
Okay. He just kind of looks at Aaron like, there you go. So now that you found them and they're here, I guess what do you want? What do you want to do?
Well, I'm staying with you guys. We still have things to work out, things we need to do, and that's what I'm going to do.
Well, if Nock is planning to leave in the morning, and if Brooke doesn't require any more assistance, maybe we should head out as well then.
Mm-hmm. Probably should.
That's fine.
We don't have to if people wanted to do something else.
No, I was just gonna say, like, just we're heading back. In a matter of speaking, home. Just make sure that you two know where to go so that you can find Era again.
Right. Do you both know where Salt Marsh is?
Nock nods. Says, I'm aware of most of the area. Brooke kind of shrugs. Says, I can find Mother and she can tell me how to get there. Or I'm sure that someone in Redwater can point me in the direction.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not that far from Redwater.
Mm-hmm.
Minor look of, like, self-imposed embarrassment because he remembers that he's apparently spent an entire year meandering between Redwater and Saltmarsh.
Meander.
That man got real lost in the
Thank you.
woods somehow. Real
It
lost
is a
in the
fun
woods.
voice.
Lost in the woods.
That or he just kept trying to avoid any amount of civilization. He'd get close to one and try to turn around. Nope. Just avoiding all civilization. That's what we're gonna choose to believe now, because a whole year lost in like a couple days journey between two city towns is ape shit. That's just bonkers.
It's really, really lost. Yeah,
Really lost.
the forest is dense. You're not good at survival.
Bro, I have fucking proficiency in survival. I'm
Still
a
suck at
+5
it.
to survival. Like, goddamn. Right. I should probably let Pension know we're gonna be on the road then tomorrow. Huh.
Mhm.
They'll pull out the stone or something sitting on the rock and
Snolet,
pull it out.
what have
This man's
Have you been
voice is so
drinking
shaky.
today?
This is gonna be such a fucking message. Good God.
Thank you for contributing to the community challenge. Thank you. How are you doing? Hello and welcome. How are
Finished
you?
what we needed to. We'll be on the road home tomorrow. Journey should not be as long back.
Snolet, why do you have this information?
Stutters and wavering voice and all. This is gonna be bad. If he probably has eaten a little bit of food by now. Enough chatting is happening where he's probably, if someone's handed him food, he's eaten it.
Okay.
So
Sorry, I'm just
thank
trying
you.
to figure out how I'm gonna do this.
Just thinking. Very good. We vamp while you think. It's fine. That's the message. To catch Isaac up, we were just discussing next steps. So far, it looks like the plan is to head back towards Salt Marsh in the morning.
That's
All right.
old news. Wow.
And I sent a message to Pencha in my shaky, warbly, mentally unstable voice. Let's go.
Say no to such request.
Yeah.
Well, for one, I
It's
don't
gonna
have
be
the
fun.
game, so it's very easy for me to say no to that. Yeah,
Mentally unstable. Woo woo.
no problem at all.
You get your message back maybe a minute later. Hells, dear, you sound terrible. Are you okay? Fire over there! Over there! I'm
What?
sorry. There's something going down. Call soon. And she sends along a picture. And all you see is a two-masted ship.
Oh no, I knew it.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Guess who's back?
And Til's head just dropped, like, just
Oh,
panicked, like,
get food.
we don't have a way to get
Food
there
good?
now, do we?
No?
At the moment, I don't.
'Cause there's a
Strong
ship.
enough for that yet.
There's a ship.
Oh. Is it? Oh.
Big, two-masted. It looked like one ship, I'm supposing.
And all she sent you was the one that's sitting out in the harbor, firing on the town.
Yeah.
Maybe we should leave now then, if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Just looks at Brooke. You don't have anyone who could get us there quickly, do you? Because I think our home is under attack right now.
She the shock wears off and she says, well, Salvatore's used his one cast of teleport for today. He's the only one. And I don't think he's been to Saltmarsh, so even if you described it, there's a good chance he won't get to where he's supposed to go.
We're so far.
How many days is that from here? Like a week?
Easily. I think.
Yeah, I used to be go to aquarium.
He's just like, fuck. If she sent a message back, I could maybe tell her to send Damelin. Damelin could bring us back, but I can't send another message.
Yeah, the one guy could like teleport through trees. Maybe could do that a couple of times to get us at least a little bit closer, faster.
Brooke shakes her head and says, "That's only got a very short range."
Yeah, it's not proper. It's not the tree teleport. Yeah, it's just tree stride. Damn.
Oh,
Shula. I just remembered Shula has something. Shula! Isaac, you're still muted if you're not. Shula! 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 Wait. Yeah! What the fuck? Shula! Where's Isaac?
Isaac, are you okay there?
Are you okay, buddy?
Hello?
There he is!
Ah, there
Hey.
we go.
Discord was fucking up.
Okay.
Oh.
How did you
Love
miss
that.
anything? Did you miss anything?
Yes. Like the past 2 minutes.
Oh god, so Soul got a message back. Saltmarsh is under attack.
Great!
Probably by Yenin.
We need to get back there fast.
We need to get back there fast. So Soul's just looked like Shula.
Hi. Yes? What's up?
I mean, you've heard about. She's heard like the whole Saltmarsh under attack. Do you still have that other sending stone?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Contact Zendros. Tell her. Fuck. How do we tell? What do we tell?
Did we tell her that we're on the way back?
No. I already told Penta we're on the way back. But I can't get another message to Pencha to send Damelin, because Damelin could maybe get here quicker and pick and maybe get most or all of us.
I mean, is there not a powerful wizard capable of teleportation here?
He hasn't been to Salt Marsh and has used his casting for the day.
I mean, we could wait till tomorrow morning and try it. But
It's not necessarily the smartest idea.
Well, if that would only still get one person maybe there if we can describe Salt Marsh well enough.
Depends on what kind of spell he's using. Right? Like, I mean, aren't there like master teleportation spells?
It's not that.
It's
You
not that.
were missed. In the period you missed, it's like he's used his one casting of teleport today. He can and he has no idea where Saltmarsh is. So there's no guarantee he'd be able to get us there. Yeah, that was the whole thing.
Somehow I forgot it's the same day.
Yeah, it's the same day. It's like we don't know if Damon's ever been out here. What could we even? Does he know where Woodridge is?
either way, if we can't teleport now and we want to go, now is the time to go. If we can't contact Damelin now, we can contact your mom tomorrow to tell him, and we'll be closer, so he'll be able to get to us faster.
Let's try to get a hold of Zendros. So let me do that first.
Get a hold of Zendros. Tell her where we are. Maybe she's
gonna take the sending stone.
Damn house. Maybe she's got something she can do.
So relax. I know. I understand. Just
Zendros,
breathe.
hi. Is there any way you could help us get to Saltmarsh faster than traveling by foot? We know you're under attack.
We're trying to get there.
Either Damelin or magical teleportation would be great.
Look, if she sends
Does she know who Damon is?
she can reply, and then they can send their own passive sending. So technically, you can get 4 messages out of this. As long as she sends a reply that sends her own message.
Yeah.
Given that's how it works.
She doesn't know who Damelin is.
That's true, she doesn't know who Damelin is. This is a good point!
Yeah.
Eyes that she doesn't, but okay.
Yep, well, Damelin doesn't.
She
Damelin kind of hides himself.
she responds back it's like, "We're a bit busy, but who the fuck is Damelin? And where the hells are you anyways?"
She better send another message so you can actually respond.
Does she?
Or does Pencha? Like, come on! We need two-way communication here! We
Yeah.
can't send another one! Motherfuckers! We want to answer your question, but we need a way to do so!
Well, Petey?
These aren't walkie-talkies, fuckers! Y'all know this! You're the ones who gave it to us!
Oh, great.
They do know
That was
that.
great.
To be fair. Like, you can send an image. As well.
She about a minute later you get another message from Zendra. Says, "If you fool tell me where you are, I can send a cart. But that's about what I can do."
Do you relay what Zendra said to us in any way? Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zendros isn't helpful. Basically, this is what she was going to say.
Did she send another message back? You could reply. Tell her to get Pencha to send Damelin to Woodridge,
Okay.
or something.
Hold on.
Like,
Could you please go find Pincha and ask her if she can get Damon to come to Woodridge?
there. Solve the problem. It's like, because he can pick us up, or most of us up, and then.
All right.
That's probably-
What are you all going to do then? Because she can't reply now.
No, it's we gotta run to Woodridge. That's our only bet, really, is because that's gonna take us a day anyway to get there.
And that's along the way to the path that we took to get here, so it'd be the path the way to get back anyway.
Yeah, we don't have a way to teleport. I just had a brain blast. Okay, so I'm gonna look.
Oh my God.
Look at Zell. Zell,
Yes?
you and Novus used to travel to Saltmarsh from the Feywild.
Oh, yeah.
Contact your dad.
Okay.
See if he can I know he had a portal in Redwater. See if he can open one here, or see if there's a way to see if there's a way directly to Saltmarsh from your grove, and then we can try to get there. Like, just
Okay. Just give me a second. Okay, I understand what you're asking.
the Feywild.
I will ask my
Plane or hopping?
dad.
We're hopping.
Yes. Jump to the plane where time flies fast. This is good.
Well, it flies
Yeah,
fast.
fast there, slow here.
Slow here,
Yeah,
exactly. We can
So
take all the time
it's
we need.
only
to
more
travel.
advantageous for us to go to the Feywild, so it
Exactly.
gives us more time to figure things out.
Yes,
Also,
precisely.
I will try to reach out to my dad and be like, hey,
It's already taking off. We've
I
sent
have
the dragon away.
a question for you. We need to get somewhere very quickly. Back to Salt Marsh, and we're nowhere near it. Is it possible for us to come over there, and then I don't know if there's a portal or something that would lead us there quickly?
Is there fake crossing in my grove directed to Salt Marsh or somewhere? It's under the
Do you
bridge.
know if I set up? Do you know if I set up something to get back to Salt Marsh quickly? Because I
My-
apparently used to work there.
My bet's on that damn bridge.
Fucking bridge.
That bridge is a fucking fake crossing, I'm telling you.
Oh, Jesus.
What? Panic!
I have done horrible things to myself.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you have.
What? Look, you told us. You told us our home is under attack. The people we care about are under attack. We are going to use every means under our disposal to get home as quickly as fucking possible.
Yeah,
Okay?
honestly, it probably would have been better timing if we were like a day out, and then we would just be rushing there.
Well, look, now you get to delay us in the Feywild instead. While you sort this out.
There's no delaying in the Feywild. You'd have to be there a year for it to matter.
Well, no, I mean, like, but we still be there for days for us.
Relative to our time, you
Relative
can
to
find
us,
something
yeah.
to lock us up.
Lock us up until you've got a map prepared or what have you. You can lock us up in the Feywild. It'll still only be a few minutes, but
God damn it.
he runs a Varanestra, it's fine.
Oh God, no! Don't do that.
Don't do that.
He says, you could come through now, but it would set off alarms. That's up to you if the risk is worth the reward.
What do you mean alarms? What alarms?
They're probably the same ones we set up when we first came in. The ones
Right,
that's...
but I'm confused. Why would they be going off now? I thought we were okay after everything we did.
Well, no, any unscheduled transit sets off alarms.
Can you...
Okay. How long would it take to schedule a transit so that we don't cause an issue?
Give me a bit. I'll see what I can do. How many are coming?
One,
It would
four,
be
five.
1, 2, 3, 4,
7,
5,
including
6.
Mouse. Seven including
wait.
Mouse. 8,
1, 2.
9 including Mimi and oh god, the horses.
Like at least 15.
Like at least 10.
Heaven and
Oh,
stars.
no, some of them are. Well, some of them are. You know, we're not going to leave our horses behind, and we may have a ghost dog, and yeah, some stuff.
You're bringing a material plane spirit to the Feywild.
We don't really have a choice.
That's a bad idea. It's just kind of a necessary thing. We have to get to one place or another. It's just neat. Can we do this or not?
He's like, look.
Let me get moving, and I'll see what I can do.
Have you told him our home is under attack?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, our home's under attack by now. Well, under siege, I guess. There's the bombardment by a ship.
There's a cult, possibly a cult attacking our home. If it's canon. Kind of your duty as the protector of Saltmarsh and all that, Mr.
I'm getting my coat. Give me some time.
Give me some time. Contact your mom. Get everyone on this right now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I look forward to your reply. Thank you so much.
It's like, so this should. So she's like, so this should only take a few minutes, right? Like a couple minutes is a few days, right? He shouldn't need a fucking year.
Well, I would like to say that that's correct, but we have no idea what he has to do. So it could take him an hour, which that would be terrifying. I think either way, we should just start going.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's a good idea. And hopefully we'll hear back soon, and hopefully it'll be fine.
If we don't hear back in an hour, I say we just alarms be damned.
Okay,
We'll figure it out.
let's go. Let's go.
It's like we all just hop up. Just start scrambling. Like, we're not sleeping, guys. We're going.
We're gonna have to be somewhat rested when we get there.
road.
We're not gonna go there exhausted. But let's go.
We'll sleep when we get. We'll sleep on the road.
Did we have a
Brooks
cart?
says, Are you sure you don't want to at least spend the night? It's getting pretty late.
There is a probable cult bombing the city we took up an oath to help protect right now. But if we sleep,
Yes.
they could all be dead by the time we get there.
And you all have had a long day.
Mm.
I imagine this place is rather far.
It is, but at least if we were slightly on the way, we can rest as we go and not be quite as far away.
Look, even if we're only... We can... The most I want to do is maybe wait an hour here, or we could travel an hour out. Regardless, we're going to end up in the Feywild, and if it takes us days there, it's only minutes here.
Plot was such
And
a
we can
rough-
sleep there. We're not sleeping
Slice or
here
two.
where time is traveling as it normally should.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, then
we'll
take
do
your
it.
time to fully pack. We'll make sure you're supplied for your journey no matter what route you take.
Thank you.
And yeah, we're gonna start doing that. And while we're packing up, while we've got this hour, let's add to the fucking stress that's going on this guy. He's going to he's not gonna try to hide that he's gonna do this. He's gonna find an open spot. And he's gonna summon circle, get in contact with Joel Estelle, because this is an all hands on deck situation right now. He can't summon him out, obviously, but he's like,
No, but it's funny.
he's like, I need to
Mental
know as
image.
much.
If he managed to summon Joel Stell and then pull the devils to the Fey,
No, he's not gonna do that, alright? He's not suicidal, he's just... That is a bad idea! He just wants a game plan, because he probably won't be able... He's not stupid enough to try to contact Joelstone in the Feywild. That's gonna send off 1,200 alarms. He's like, I'm gonna do this before we get to the Feywild, because I need to know what the game plan is when we get to fucking Saltmarsh.
and this is going to be absolutely fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
To see this.
Oh yeah, no, it's like they start packing and he's like full on ripped, like he's still like partially, for the hilarity of it, they did get him down to his fucking just his pants because it's fucking funny that way. He took his shirt and stuff off, but he's still got his gloves on. He takes off the glove that's got the over the scarred up hand and fucking grabs his gloves and fucking rips it back open and goes through that whole situation. Just starts shoving people like, move! I need a space, I need to contact a man about a thing!
Brooke sort of stands over your shoulder as you're drawing the sigils like, well, that looks rather demonic.
I'm remembering, it's like, you know how I said Archdevil? I might have an army!
And you're gonna bring them here?
No, I'm just gonna get in contact with one of them because I can't do more in the Feywild. I need to figure out how I can even bring them over in the first place.
Oh, Jesus. She sort of puts up her hands like, don't let me stop you.
It's like, God damn. And they listen to me. Even if I did bring them over now, they're under threat of obliteration by Mephistopheles himself. I don't think they'd fucking not listen to me. I hope.
Alright, so you go through the motions, pretty familiar to you at this point.
Jarringly familiar.
Shove your palm into the center of this circle and chant the words that you know are necessary. And as you rip your palm up, this burst of hellfire forms, and the familiar form of Yolstel pokes his head through the fire. Hey, boss, what's going on?
I guess there's no easy way to say this. Get ready for fucking go time as soon as I can figure out how to get you through. We're Salt Marsh, base of my operation. We're taking up residence. It's being attacked. And we need as much firepower, I think, as we can get our hands on. So, let's call this a trial run, right? How? What? We're not going to have time to organize a proper whatever summoning would normally happen here. What can I do to get as many of you through on this side as possible?
He chuckles. Says, it don't work that way, boss. If you want to summon us, you've got to go about it. Now, the twins would be the easiest. But the rest of us, pretty involved.
I'm an archdevil, right? My blood's worth something. How much easier does that make it?
It don't work that way.
I mean, it don't work that way.
He chuckles again and says,
How about this?
look,
Hang on.
I don't make these rules.
Do you have some kind of method to find out where a portal opens in your little corner of the plains, as it were? Because we got something I know that can open a portal for a couple hours.
I imagine that someone here does. Why? How will I know?
I'm gonna summon you back. I'm gonna try to call you back in before we open it. And there's probably a spot somewhere near Salt Marsh where the veil's pretty thin. You know Salt Marsh?
Not familiar with that location. I don't spend a lot of time over in the material plane.
If it makes it easier, it's where Pencha was banished, kidnapped, whatever. However you've decided to go about thinking of it. It's where she is. So I imagine the veil's fairly thin, considering that's where she was held. So she might have been summoned through there or something. There's probably a thin area. I'm gonna I need to figure out a way to get you. I guess I've got no choice. I'll have to summon Absalom occasionally if you can get word through him or something. Just figure out where there's a spot in the Vale, anywhere in or around Salt Marsh. The portal, we can keep the portal open for 2 hours and get you through. I'll figure out but getting you back after that, I guess. We're gonna owe a hell of a favor to an archfey, but that's fine.
He chuckles at that. All right, boss, you make yourself some interesting bedfellows. But,
Not,
I'll see what I can do about finding,
not
how to locate your portal.
I'll contact you as soon as we're back in Salt Marsh. Unless you can get yourselves there yourself, I guess, but if you somehow get there before I do, standing orders, defer to you know who Pensia is. I assume.
Look, I don't know if your dad would like us taking orders from your mother.
Well, right. Oh, look, last I talked to her, he said something about her being unbanished. So right now, since I am not there and might not have a way to contact you, I gotta make someone my proxy, right? You don't know who anyone else is, so until defer to Pensia will probably have you defer you to Brahm or Zendros or fucking Damelin. If she does that, listen to the dragon, the tiefling, or the fucking head of the guard.
Well, in the off chance we do find ourselves there. Understood.
Hamsters are cute.
He'll give a fucking salute.
You too.
Let's hope I don't get tied up in the Feywild. And if you get there and you see a light blue air genasi, that's the main enemy. Target with extreme prejudice. Light blue air genasi. Name is Yenin. Has a fucking crazy looking spear. Gives a description of Yenin.
Oh, Jesus.
Target with extreme prejudice.
Target with extreme prejudice.
Fuck Yenin, man. He's like, he knows. It's like, if this is the man attacking, kill him. If it's not that man, I don't know what to do. And he'll salute and send him off.
All right.
So? What were you saying, Sheila? Isaac?
Yes.
You said so? What were you saying?
So, how's it coming along to get us into the Feywild? Is what I'm wondering.
That whole conversation happened anywhere from over into that time.
Come again?
I was just saying, yeah, it's a good point. Any word from Oberyn in that time, that conversation and summoning was happening?
Not yet, no.
Not yet?
Oh,
Alright,
boy.
continue panic packing. And while we're doing that...
Well, I'll be honest, like, everyone was done repacking into, like, probably, like, less than 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we
So people have been packing and unpacking and repacking. Probably be like, just because of, I imagine Soul's been unpacking and repacking out of nerves.
His wings are vibrating. So they're going, do we know how to... he's looking at this cell like, how are we going to get them through with just us? Do we think we can... We take turns, maybe? We just take turns pulling people through and hopping back and pulling people through and hopping back? Like, because you need
okay, he's just gonna grab you like hard as he can with his negative strength. Like, breathe. We'll do what we need to do, or my dad will give us a solution if this is an option. Until then, we finish packing and we go. Okay?
It's the only option. We don't have days.
If we don't have an option there, then we just have to get there, right? Right? I know it's a panic. I know we need to get there. But we gotta stay calm as we can and just go, okay? If we have to go back and forth between the two of us, we'll do it that way. But I would hope that my dad would come up with some kind of solution to get us there and back out.
So begins the hour of anxiety. The hour of anxious pacing.
About 45 minutes in,
No, you do,
Ope calls back to Zell and says, "Look, best I can do is 2 of you. Anybody more and people are going to ask questions."
Can
Can he open anything though? Like, fuck it, they'll ask questions, I don't care.
It's you can't just open up a portal and then turn around and we'll take care of the rest.
It was weird and silly. You never have to apologize for being weird and silly. We are
12-7 contact Lively! Like, Lively, we need Lively! We need Lively to open a machine!
Yes.
Lively, help!
We're the intelligence community. We don't normally transfer that many souls in one bound.
Okay. What if we were to just limit it to 1, 2, 5 total, and we just looks over at Soul like everybody else can stay by here for now. Maybe Knock or someone could help bring them by later.
Just looks at Knock like
5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 6. We're not leaving Mouse behind.
I don't know if Eric can leave the dog behind. I don't know if that's an option. Or no, I guess she could tell him to stay. It's like,
I know 15 was a big axe. Could you just do 6?
if we have to leave Mouse, we can leave Mouse. That might be safer for her in the long run anyway, but
If you give me a little more time, I might be able to get you 3. If anybody more, they're going to know.
well, 3. Well, I'm just assuming things are being relayed at this point. Is he talking 3 plus me and you? Because me and you are I'm half Fae. You're the fucking prince, right? You're allowed to cross in and out as you goddamn well please.
Oh, well, let me make sure that's understand. Are they talking about 3 in total, including myself and Soul, since we can kind of go there on our own in a way?
That's what I'm talking about, is you 2 plus 1. Remember, anybody crossing sets off an alarm. The more people, the bigger the alarm. I can silence it for you and for Soul. But any more,
that would be too
becomes
much.
difficult.
Can we I wish we had a bag of holding to just temporarily shove someone in and then teleport and then let them out, right? Like, god damn it.
Just hold your breath for a minute. It's okay.
It's fine. You'll be fine. Well, 10 minutes actually.
You got 10 minutes before you have to hold your breath.
Divided between, just 2 people, really.
Yeah, so you've got 5 minutes of air, and then you gotta hold your breath. That's fine. Portable hole.
I think Sal's just gonna send back, and I understand, and I will let you know. And he's gonna look up like, it's not gonna happen. Not right this.
I don't care about the alarm. I do not give a shit about the alarm. If he can open a portal, how about this? If he can open a portal for 3, me and you can teleport, and that gets everyone in at least. Alarms be damned. At least we're all in the fucking Feywild.
But how are we going to all get out if he can't open the other side? Because he can't let us do the other side.
If there's a crossing, you might be able to open it. It's your damn grove.
Assuming I send a message back to Ober and be like, when we get over there, do you know if I had a kind of like how you did at your house, but for Saltmarsh, the portal thing?
He chuckles. He says, "Look, you just told me what you were doing there just recently. You think I know everything that you did?"
I was just asking if you knew about it. I can't say everything that I knew.
I'm sorry, my boy, but
we need
I can't answer that question. If you got it, you're going to have to find it.
I'm just...
So it's a risk. There's no guarantee when we get there that we'll be able to get out where we need to.
Here's a quick question. Why does it matter that we all travel at the same time? If we just do it one at a time, we're still saving time.
Because
it's still faster.
Because I don't know if we can actually bring you to there with us. We can teleport in and out.
You can teleport in and out. So my point being, Oberyn, Oberyn can target you to teleport you into the Feywild?
No, we can literally spin, heel click, bring ourselves there.
I know you can, but you're talking about getting us in. Right?
I guess he can open
me, Era, and 12-7. If we were to go into the Feywild, how does he do that?
He opened a portal to Redwater before. Maybe the same thing. Limely has opened portals before.
If the portals set off an alarm, if a larger group of people go through them.
Anyone goes through. And it's not just the portals. It's any kind of travel.
Any kind of travel. Okay. He made it sound like it could be suppressed.
It can if it's fucking bureaucratic red tape.
Okay. So we can suppress based off of a number of instances, a number
you think the king of the fucking Feywild will be whatever.
Look, but my point is that if it's based off of the number of people going through the portal, that makes it difficult, then just do multiple portals.
No, he can't get permission for that many travels. Period.
So you can only do it once.
So wait, he's gonna come back to Ober and be like, so then why don't we try doing this? Taking off from Shula's cue there, but you said that you can get 3, possibly 3 of us now. Let's just say 2, right? Well, what if we do that and then, on the material plane we wait an hour? That's a long period of time, and we just do this again a couple times. By the time we all get over there.
Have the people in there wait 2 months.
No. Push them all the way through to the other side, and then wait that time. So it might take us a couple hours to get all there, but there's just that bit between.
But they don't know where they're going. Oh my god.
We'd have to figure. See, that's the problem with this whole situation. It's not fully viable unless we can all go at once.
Yeah, well, we can't. We can't all go without an alarm being set. And at this point, it's like, fuck the alarm. There's going to be problems no matter what. But at least we're traveling quicker and we can deal with the problems.
I have to ask the question too. What happens if the alarm goes off? What could happen?
Well, he'll answer that question first. When the alarm is triggered, all the heads of court are notified and asked to join in a meeting.
That's it?
I'll have to respond, and your sister will know.
I mean, I'm sure she's already keeping tabs on us anyway.
And he's like, how about we contact your mom so your mom and dad are on the same page so that they can maybe delay her?
Yeah. What if I ask Mom to help us in this too?
And your auntie, get in contact with 3 of the 4 heads.
Arr. Look, my boy, I'm already bending the rules because, well, you're my son.
And I understand that.
Unless you can tell me that this is a demonic invasion, we can't become involved officially.
Could be. It's definitely maybe a cult involved.
I can't say with certainty that it is. I can't say that it isn't. I do know that it won't be good.
Put
And-
this in.
Hold on, wasn't
Zagros is a paladin of Titania! Or cleric,
that's what I was just about to say. I was like, hey, we did find out that
You did,
all of
we
us
did.
did.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
agents of the court are in danger.
Yeah!
I was like, yes, but you. But we have
Sorry.
met people that are under Mom's purview. They're her acolytes, I guess is the best way of putting it. They're based out of that place. So there are individuals there that are
Remember
working.
your mother.
I
She is an extreme stickler for the rules. You can try, but I don't hold out hope that you're going to be able to bend her.
well, it's worth a try.
You could try your auntie. Your auntie seemed to like you quite a lively and she's, lively works there. He had all the portal potential. Tia ma'am!
Y'all want me to try to call in all my favors, all right? Chill.
I'll give you
Jewel's
ideas if you
starting to
want.
think about the favor that she has.
Yeah. But I will try to talk to you. I'll try to send out a message to her and be like, hey, I have a question and favor to ask.
Who are you asking?
His mother.
Son.
Huh?
Mom.
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 What are you doing? My home's under attack. I need to get there.
I love the fact that, hey, I need a favor is the first thing he says to her is to dance.
Yes, I realize this. Oh yeah, the time dilation is so weird.
It's not great.
Yeah, she's. The longer it takes for her to respond, the more she's stewing over that.
We're just gonna do something very illegal. It's fine.
Y'all are all the worst.
Oh my god!
We're gonna make this happen, Petey. It's gonna happen.
It's hilarious because it's like every few seconds is like hours, right?
Yep.
So like if it takes 10 seconds for her to respond, she spent half the day being like, do I even respond to this? My god.
There's constriction when there's direct communication, right? Like otherwise it would be really weird. But the time fields intermingle for a second.
I bet not.
There's a good 30 seconds before she answers back. It's good to hear from you too, my boy.
Wait, sorry. I'm still not used to the time difference. I realize now how long it's been. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you never were very good at calling, so I'm not sure what I expected.
Oh no.
That's fair. I am sorry, but I hope you're well, and I'm sorry for calling you like this, but it's kind of a desperate moment. If you wouldn't mind just at least listening.
She says, You have my ear for the next 2 minutes.
Do you think it would be possible for you to allow myself and up to 7 others to pass through to try to make quick transit to Saltmarsh from where our current location is?
What is the purpose of this journey?
Well, currently our hometown, Saltmarsh, is under attack by an incursion of marauders, a possible cultist, and some of your followers are also in that town that are also under attack.
The town that I was, the protector of in my previous life.
Well, my followers are provided the power they're needed to protect themselves. Is this demonic, or is it purely among the material plane?
I can neither confirm nor deny whether there is any demonic presences at this moment.
Possible. It's possible. There's possible demonic presence.
It's possible, but I don't have 100% proof.
I will investigate this claim. If the demonic presence is confirmed, then I may be able to expedite this transfer. If not, I apologize, but the rules are clear. We do not get involved in mortal affairs.
I understand if you can't. And thank you either way.
Click. So what I'm hearing is we're probably going to break the rules.
What I'm hearing was we're probably not going to be allowed to break the rules at this point.
he's just told his mom they intend to break the rules.
No, he did not. He asked for permission to pass through in an expedited manner. That's not breaking the rules. That's allowing the moment.
Yeah, but no, think about it. Now you've notified her that you intend to do this. If you break the rules by doing it without permission.
Yeah, no, trust me. Hence my wording. We're probably about to not be allowed to do that.
Oh, we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh, not if they physically don't let us through.
It's like, can they actually stop? We've got permission for 2, possibly 3. We send them through. They can't stop us from teleporting. We've done so previously, you and me.
Yes, I understand that, but that's when they weren't aware that we were doing it.
They don't know when.
You're not wrong.
Look. I am going through that way regardless. I will
understand.
Make this happen.
About 10 minutes go by, you get a call back from your mother. It says, we've had a scout investigate Saltmarsh. It is currently under attack by a pirate. There does not appear to be any demonic presence. I apologize, but your request is denied.
I understand, and thank you for trying.
To call back under less dire circumstances, would you?
I will try my best to reach out to you again because I want to.
Stay safe, son.
Thank you. Saul, I know what you're thinking.
He's already given.
But please understand, if I won't stop you from going on your own, but I really hope you will go with us. But I've already caused your father to get put into some form of jail by breaking the rules, and I'd really rather not have something like that happen again.
What's I gonna do? What? I'm not going to stand here.
We don't know how they're faring right now. If Pensha is in any danger, she still has her sending. She'll contact us. Let's start going there now. We can travel now. We just can't get there right now.
An attack like that doesn't take days. This isn't an army sieging a castle. It's
them sieging a town. I understand that. We just, as far as we know right now, it is one ship against the town, which has guards. It has that wizard guy. Rayan's there. Your mom's there. There are people that can fight. Let's just go. We're already ready. The horses are ready. We can go now. We just can't get there right this second.
If someone is dead.
I understand. I do.
About an hour after Shula's call to Zendros, you get a message, Soul, from Pensha. It says, Zendros is here. She's asked to send you Daemlin. I apologize, but he left shortly after returning me home. He was upset about how things turned out.
Dragon's head. God. Not the response, just muttered under his breath, not the response. She won't be able to respond with who it is. God damn it, she didn't say who's attacking. Oh!
And by the way, that happened back when you all decided to get in a fight with him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no,
I've just been waiting for somebody to be like, hey, where's the dragon?
I mean, we haven't been home, so we can't have been like, where's the dragon?
I know. I've just been waiting for somebody to be like, hey, where's the dragon?
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh, I knew. There was consequences to a moment.
Soul's opinion of that dragon has not been improved.
Soul, you are trying to wheel and deal your way through this, and that could be very dangerous. Can we just go?
He's a devil! He's supposed to wheel and deal!
Yeah. Sure.
You're not wrong. This is the most like a devil this man has ever acted.
Like devil of desperation.
Mephistopheles can't do anything. He can't open anything on his end. He would have. Probably. At some point. We would know about it. He wouldn't have had to fight my ass out of hell. If he could just open a portal.
Let's go. Shula, Era, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's just be like, he'll hold the message sent back as, we're moving as fast as we can. I hope it's not Yenin. Because he knows he's not going to get a response, so... There's nothing he can fucking do!
Have faith that the people there can hold out until we can come by to help.
He is going to... He is pissed. Once we're on the road, because we're going to get on the road, I'm sure. Here. the second we're in the cart and on the road and he has nothing else to do. This is the first time he's going to send a message to try to telepathy to Oberon. If any of them are dead because you couldn't let your son help where he lives, I hope you can live with yourself. And that's it. He is pissed off now, and he's still hurting from other things, and he's lashing out. Let's go.
Okay.
He's gonna hang up that line, like...
The number you tried to dial is not a service.
Go ahead and roll that Arcana check.
Yeah. It's gonna end up going to fucking Baronesh. Watch. There's a... Shit, it's a pretty high number on the die, but my Arcana is not that high. My Arcana is low. My Arcana is a -1. That's a 16.
All right. Before you're able to close down the connection, Obe responds, says, "Look, my boy, I had a very high opinion of you. And I offered to let my son and you help. But that's the best we can do. You take on the risk yourself."
And you people are as useless as you've always been.
You're playing with forces you do not understand, boy.
Okay, I keep playing and
I'm playing with a man who's a coward. I'm just gonna hang up.
Zell, you're gonna get a message from Hopes.
I'm sure.
Like, he's had a bad opinion of Obe since he learned that Obe made Hex vow to kill whoever killed Zell with a full, like, understanding it could have been an Archfey. It could have been someone who Hex had no hope of killing. And it's like...
Obe didn't make that vow.
Well, held him to it, like, didn't release him from it once Zell was... Yeah, it's
See you
like...
later,
He didn't make him do shit.
By.
He just exiled him from the clan. That was entirely on Hex.
I mean, he can still release him from it once he's found safe.
Have a lovely birthday dinner.
No, he can't.
Yeah, he can.
Made that vow. Oak doesn't have any control over Hex's vow.
Nah, the person anyone who makes a vow
of vengeance.
Hex
is an oath of vengeance paladin.
I mean, mechanically, yeah, but like anyone, if you make a vow to something, it's someone can always absolve you of the vow you made if it's no longer necessary.
An oath of vengeance paladin, they're the only person who can absolve themselves of that oath.
I mean, everyone's so smart.
But okay.
Yeah, Soul's not smart. You think this man's smart? He sees what he sees, and he's like,
I just love that. I just love that.
He's not happy with Hex, he's not happy with him. Yeah, he's like...
So, Hope messages Zell, says, "Look, I know your friend is hurting, but you might want to be careful who he lashes out at. And also, your mother has contacted me and said you tried to go through her, and know that they're watching now."
I figured they would be, and we're not planning on coming through.
Understood.
Thank
I know
you for your
know
help.
the rules. If there's anything that I can do, please let me know.
Of course.
Entire.
If there's any aid you can give to them in the meantime that we get there, I would appreciate that much. Even if it's just another person that's willing to help.
I have 1 or 2 agents still on the other side. I might be able to redirect one of them.
If you can, thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah. They're traveling the entire time. Soul's got this look like he's gonna do something.
All right. The real question that I have right now, traveling at a good pace, how long would it take for us to get there?
All right, so it took you a little over a week to get here, but you were traveling at a leisurely pace.
And we
we
made stops then such along the way.
If you push the horses and traveled at a pace and a half, you could make it back to Saltmarsh in 4 days.
Coupled in with spells. Ready to do that. Give me 1 second. Sorry. That will last. How long will it last? Less an hour. It's not concentration. I could use all my spells throughout the day if I need to, if I wanted to. Between Zell and Soul, if we keep casting Longstrider on the horses, which gives them an extra 10 feet of movement.
Have access to that spell?
It's a level 1 druid spell, so.
Yeah.
Just to add a little bit more speed, do you think we could make it in 3.5?
Yeah, that would be reasonable.
It's not concentration, it lasts for an hour.
Burn all your spell slots on it, but yeah, you can pull that off.
Obviously, I would say towards like the last leg of it, like we're gonna need this when we get there, but you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wish I could be upcasted for better output, but it can't.
Not really, yeah, you can't Longshine is one of the few ones you can't upcast. It's the worst. Like, let me be extra fast.
All right, well.
The real question is, this man's so impulsive. I'm like still like trying to decide, like, is this man gonna try anyway?
What?
I don't try to teleport. I don't know. Hell. That first evening he wouldn't. That first possible evening, and then we travel until we're like we can't, and then rest. He wouldn't. Zealous talked him down for at least that long. The thing would be that next day, because there's immediately messages getting sent that next day. There's immediate sending stone use.
So you need to know what the response is.
Uh-huh. Like,
Zell will tell you the day before, not the day after, that he asked his dad to try and send somebody, and he said he'll try to send people to help.
It's just like growling. It's just growling. It's like they work on nothing but ifs and tries and empty fucking words. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of Oberyn, and the man's a fucking king of the goddamn Feywild. They're powerful beings who could help the world at a drop of a hat, and what do? They sit on asses.
I think the issue that you're thinking about, though, is they're not the only beings that are powerful like that. Just like how they are strong in their own right, they could do their own things. There are others that are just as powerful, just as put together. If they start making moves, that encourages others to do the same.
And yet I think a lot of people would still benefit from that interference.
And I really hope that if that ever happens, that is the case. But then at the same time, you're risking those people that are helped being put into worse situations because of it.
What does it matter to them if we travel through? It's not like we're trying to take their armies with us. I don't give a fuck if they send someone to help us. But it's your own damn realm. You should be allowed to bring people through. What is their business who you bring in as a visitor and who you allow to use whatever crossing you may or may not have? You shouldn't have to ask your fucking father's permission to use your own shit.
We can be back.
That he can't help Saltmarsh. I don't care that he can't send someone to help. I don't give a fuck about that. Fine. Fine, powers it be. But he's stopping the powers that can do something from getting there sooner.
We have a choice. And part of that choice is whether we're going to do things a certain way or another. And we know what we want to do. It's just whether those around us will try to stop us. There's no guarantee that we can all make it through and back. And I don't want to see any of us. I don't want to see any of us get put away or worse. We're still going to get there.
And if it's too late?
It could have been too late in the 30 minutes that it took us to get through the veil. It could be too late now. It could have been too late yesterday. Even if we get there, it could still be too late. But we want to add in more possibilities of more people that I love getting taken or hurt on top of that.
Something and not sitting here.
We are doing something. We are going there. All of us.
It's not
good enough. It never will be. We are doing something in a way that we can. And when we're strong enough to get there on our own instantly, this will never be a question. But the fact is, we were denied from proper passage through there. And if you want to risk us all getting captured or hurt or whatever the case be, then let's do it. But I'm not trying to add more fuel onto this fire. I'm trying to put it out.
It's quiet for a while.
There's no way that Shula and Era have not heard any of this, by the way.
No.
There's like a bickering fest in the cart while we're driving the horses.
Yep.
During
Era
the first
doesn't strike
evening.
me as the one that would break in, though.
No, Era is following the conversation and paying attention, but she is definitely going to try to stay out of it, for now at least.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Shula thoughts?
I wish with all of my heart and all the strength of my being that I could be there as soon as I wished. It would not be the first time Shula was late. And it won't be the last either.
No, yeah, no, damn indeed.
There is no perfect timing. There's never being exactly where you want to be, the moment you want to be there. There will always be something that was missed. Something lost.
Should never left.
Reach out to your mother.
I mean,
Every
this is
day.
still the same name, yeah. Every day, okay.
Every day. Reach out. Stay in contact. Stay appraised. We will speak with them every day.
Yeah, whatever this man does is going to depend on what happens this first morning. If nothing happens when we finally go to bed, then I'll continue on from when we wake up. Take that.
All right.
That silence.
You have nothing but silence from me.
At 6 o'clock in the morning sharp, you get a message on the stone. You mean that blue bastard that came ashore in the first wave? Yes, it's Yevon. And she sends you an image. She's now up on the hill overlooking Saltmarsh. And you can see just little tiny blue Yevon riding on this green horse. Sitting in the bay with his spear directing the assault.
Yep.
And she says, "We lost the docks in the evening. What is your status?"
This man is too much of a fucking moron. This man is too much of a moron. He's been so good and the least impulsive person in this group this entire time.
So you're saying he's overdue?
Oh, the logic brain is saying this is a very bad idea. But this man doesn't work off of logic brain. I'm like judging the how mad am I about to make the rest of the actual people at this table if I do this. That's the decision maker here.
I'm gonna wait for you to make this decision before I remind you of something.
Yeah. He's gonna try. Oh God. He's going to send the message back. At this point, since we have been using it, they have been using that spell. He's gonna say, the cart's going as fast as it can. Only a few days out. I might be sooner. And then he's gonna look at the, like, he didn't say that out loud. He actually kind of tried to say that just mentally, or under his breath, as quietly as he could. I will do a stealth check for that if you want.
Sure.
All right. It's like, I don't know if it's required to say it out loud, so if it is, I will absolutely roll that stealth. Soul, you beautiful.
Let me see. Is there a verbal component to sending? There is a verbal component of sending, yes.
So, Soul, you beautiful bastard, that's a 22 stealth.
So the only person's passive perception that you would have superseded would be Shula and 12-7.
12-7, yeah. So I might have still heard at least that last part. And he's just going to say, it is Yenin. They lost the docks. And he knows how he's gonna stand up, and he's because they're still camping. He is going to, if he's still in the tent, because no, if it's like 6 a.m., yeah, he's definitely awake. He probably has been awake. Grab his pack and just spin heel and try to go. Like, fuck it. Panic, just full panic brain.
Roll that Arcana.
God, Soul, I need this from you right now. I don't, but I do. I both need you to fail and need you to succeed so badly.
Just a minute. No, you don't. You don't need it.
And I need it.
You don't need it.
The dice will choose.
The dice will choose.
Better choose right, damn it.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh God!
I'm gonna reroll it. You know what? Fuck it. I wanna.
Did you nat 20 that?
The first one was an 11, which would have been a 10. The second one was a nat 20.
Oh boy. Oh no.
So technically a 19, but isn't that 20?
And that is sufficient, yes.
I'm so sorry. I'm like, he's too stupid. He's too stupid and impulsive, and it's been far too long.
And it's even worse because you don't have any idea where you're going.
Nope. Full panic.
You have no idea what you're going to do there at all.
No. None.
Ah, damn it. Yeah, I'm not going to stop it. I'm just going to be very pissed off about it.
Yeah, he's gonna be very pissed off. Soul's gonna have some words for this one. I rolled, to be fair, when I was thinking about it, I rolled a wisdom save. I was like, I gotta give it the fucking disadvantage. And it was a fucking 3, and I'm like, alright. Like, nope.
Oh, Jesus. So I made a choice between two different places that you could end up.
Mm-hmm.
If I rolled high, it was going to be one. If I rolled low, it was going to be the other. I just rolled a 5.
Did I go back to Kanya?
No.
No, I mean,
No.
the nat 20 would imply that you're going towards your intended destination.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I chose between two different places in the Feywild that would have weighed heavily on Soul.
Oh no. I just spawned in the middle of the fucking summer court, didn't I? Okay.
As Soul vanishes, you see the portal of Zell that appears before you that Soul just pops into. Appears very bright. Soul, you end up back in that house that the Maridestra had prepared for you.
I'm getting I'm very sorry for my decisions. I'm sorry. You know, I'm so sorry.
You keep saying it, it doesn't make it true.
Yeah, you know, because I haven't heard I've learned my lesson. I haven't heard that. When we hear I've learned my lesson, then we will care. Then it will.
To be fair, this is the first time he's ever done something like this. And I imagine
I'm sorry, this is the first time he's ever acted impulsively? Oh my god!
No, to this extent.
No, everybody else had to, do the, well, I'm gonna go leave the party.
Yeah,
it was Soul's turn.
It's my turn.
I honestly think it's unfair to compare some people's to that. Some people left the party, and it was not so unreasonable as that.
He probably will have learned his lesson.
I liked it. The first one is he was probably was the beginning of that sentence.
Probably, I can't guarantee. Look, he's been too smart and too good at talking when he has a negative charisma for too long. Okay, I had to bring it back. I had to rein it in. I had to rein it in a big way.
And I would like to remind y'all. So here's the question, because this seems like a good place to end for today.
Oh no!
Yeah, this is a great spot. Yeah, it's great. Let's go. What's up?
Would you all like to run B team next week?
I honestly would love to have a moment where we actually see what's going on in Saltmarsh before our characters get there, just so we know how bad it is for them.
Yeah, because depending on if Mundle is available or not, because
depending on whether or not Mundle is available, it might be necessary. And two, because it really helps load things up for the next session.
So, my question
and that means there's so much that needs to be prepared for fucking Soul situation. My God.
Doing that, do I make a B team character since I never got to do B team, or do I play Rayan?
I would absolutely be fine with you playing Rayan. Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I gotta go find his sheet because I had to delete it from D&D Beyond. So let me start looking.
Yep.
If not, I'll rebuild him. I remember what he has.
I am so excited to play this character, to play Shadow in this situation. I am so excited.
I am not excited to play Emery in this situation. I'm bad at Warlock.
You're bad at Warlock?
I'm so bad at
Emery's bad at life. Let's do this.
What's the fact that y'all are going to see Yenin again?
I mean, to be fair too, even with doing B team, you can toggle back to Feywild periodically, because so much shit's gonna happen to Soul in the interim here. Like the amount of shit that's going to be taking place before whatever happens with A team if they go to the Feywild after him or not. Either way, it's probably toggling back and forth.
That's a weird statement. Whether they go after him or not.
Yeah, I mean, whether they can even.
I mean, what if they all can?
Yeah. Don't think you're gonna get out of this easy.
No, he's. It's like, I'm not gonna say it was smart. It wasn't smart, but I'm sitting there going, this man is so overwhelmed. This man has just remembered these things. He feels so guilty. He feels so much guilt for what he did to Greyhawk. The fact that he enjoys it. He wants revenge. The sword is yelling in his head to, like, kill things, get revenge. He will fuck Yenin. Yenin's gonna kill people. He's like, if Pencha gets murdered and I wasn't there to help, I was also responsible for Novus getting her. I'm just like, it's not the smart choice.
Wouldn't Pencha being murdered just put her back into the hells, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but remember, this man's fucking stupid.
Like, oh no, my mom was killed. All right, let me go talk to my mom real quick.
She's also technically banished, so I don't know what that changes.
True.
I mean, yeah, true. But at the same time, like, the functionality of how it, like, she might be in for some bad shit if she goes back to Kanya if she dies in the material plane.
Or she can't even go back. Maybe if she dies in the material plane, she dies for real right now. Like, I don't know. We have no idea right now.
True. Well, we'll find all that out next time on DN Dragon Ball. I mean, yeah.
It's like, it was a smart decision, and I was agonizing over it because I knew there was a high chance this was going to go horribly.
I am unfortunately now very excited for next session. I want to see things go very wrong.
At least they're excited, okay? That's good. I was worried, I'm gonna ruin everyone else's time. Oh no.
Oh, don't worry. When it gets back around to Shula, it's gonna be a bad time. Everyone's there for a bad time. But
12-7 wasn't here to grab me by the horns and stop me.
Nope.
I could have used hold person, but I wanted to believe that you wouldn't do that.
I mean, it was
the inspiration. It was the inspiration.
It literally was the inspiration.
I mean, to be fair, Tell knows how impulsive this man gets, especially when he's clearly not having mental good times.
You can literally never say anything against Sal ever again.
No. No, he can't. No, he can't, and he probably won't. He probably won't.
He doesn't know it. That's the problem. By the way, they put out a hot fix for Phasma, and it's working again.
Oh, thank God.
Oh man.
We gotta take care of that later.
Oh man.
He went and did.
He went and did the dumb.
He did the dumbest possible thing he could do.
But he did the dumb.
He did the dumb.
As a player, I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, full respect to that. I'm not angry at you as a player. I'm angry as Soul.
I'm not even that mad.
Yeah, it's been too quiet. It's been too quiet. It was time.
Oh yeah. Goodness forgive us for not causing fucking panic and mayhem to cause. We had to then cause panic and mayhem.
Don't make sounds like that like it's gonna make things better.
I did a bad thing.
Somebody get a sign. Take a picture.
We have a public admittance. I did a bad.
I did a bad. I did
pet shaming. Pet shaming. We need to put a sign around Faye's neck.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. I'll be right back.
I just dropped my character back in the hands of the person he hates the most.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The worst part is, he is in such a panic mindset. I can't. This is the worst time for him to drop in there. Because I can't say he won't try to make a deal.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know that's true. Man.
This is the worst thing that could have worked out for so many reasons.
You know, it's kind of crazy. I never noticed before that catapult only has a somatic component.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always feel like
Technically, there's a material component, but like,
I always feel like when I want to do this when I cast it though, like.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. You're throwing a stone. Funk.
You're magically throwing a stone. You pull your arm back to get the stone magically, and then you fling it.
yeah.
Or just you just use a finger. Funk.
Like that's what feels like it should. I know it feels like it should absolutely have a somatic and not a verbal component. Is what that one feels like. All right, I'm gonna deafen so that I can write out.
Yep, I'm gonna
Alright.
do the same.
Where are you going?
Oh boy. Lots of things happened. Oh boy. But yeah, have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night. I will be back again tomorrow. We'll get into some shenanigans as per usual. And yeah. Don't see you tomorrow, then I hope to see you soon. Bye bye for now. Bye 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 bye. Goodbye.